Why can't I hear that? Wow. Can they hear that? Oh no. I don't know. They can't hear you. They can hear you now while we fuck around.
Yep.
I don't know what I did. It's not playing it. Editor 33. Oh, yeah, it's just really quiet. There it is. Yeah.
There we go.
Never mind, I'm a fucking idiot.
It's okay.
Well, wait. Maybe it doesn't playing. Yeah, there we go. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Vmix test, everybody. We got this.
Yeah.
We believe in us.
Don't.
I don't.
We do.
We got this. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
No.
And here we are. Because Vmix works. Yeah, I don't know. We're figuring it out. We got the dream is coming alive. You'll get a small amount of music in your ears there, Johnny. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I forgive you.
Oh yeah, that's the only downside actually I'm realizing. If music's kind of shitty while we're talking, I guess. I'll figure my life out. Hey, wait. A super chat already. We can test this. Is it gonna work? Wait for it. Wait for it. There's a delay. See, this is the test, except it's a little small.
I don't like the fact that there's like this little girl
dancing right on your face. Right over top of Johnny. Here, I'll fix that. Hold on. I can position. Oh, wait, I can't even see it now.
It's gone.
Oh, yeah, this isn't going to work like this. I need to play with that later. Just deal with the fact that it's a little... Skits Crasher for 2 American ducats. Hello, Mr. Beaver and Johnny O. Hey, Johnny, we've got to talk about rooftops in Texas.
No, we don't.
We do because you're right. Okay, and I'm fine with it. Yeah, but I'm fine with admitting. Listen, I was beating you up in the comments. You guys got to come in here and admit when he's fucking wrong. Okay, that's how the world works.
But that was like weeks ago. I'm not even worried about that.
Weeks ago. I think it was like 5 days ago. Nice concept of time, bud.
Like I said, that's how much I think about this type of thing.
I agree. But I was wrong, and I still need to admit it because that's the kind of person I am. So Johnny and I were having a conversation about building. Wait, I know it's okay. It's okay to admit you're wrong too, Johnny. Don't be worried.
No, I'm not worried. I'm just saying.
I know, but I like to declare these things. So Johnny and I were. What else we can talk about, Johnny? Johnny and I were having a conversation through the chat in his channel, on his channel, and we were talking about. I'm just making sure that people can hear me. Yeah, they can. We were talking about roof trusses, and I was like, I guarantee you they use pressboard. And Johnny was assuring me that they do not. Now, I did read the Texas Building Code that night. Just the roof portion of it. And while I'm not a fucking carpenter, and there is a little bit of information in there that is like, I was able to discern that nowhere in there is there press plates at all. Now, I did say to my wife, whose brother is a carpenter in Southern Ontario, and I said, well, like houses, generally speaking, are built with press plates. I said, that's fine in Texas. I guess they've got different weather situations. And plus, your attics probably get 1 billion fucking degrees. And to be honest with you, those glue press things don't work when they get really hot. So there's also potential that because of the temperature where you live, plus weather, that those would become very weak positions on the rooftops, like in building your trusses. But my wife showed me a picture of like a roof her brother had built. And I was like, yeah, zoom in. See, look, every single one's got a fucking press plate on it. And you know, because it's all press plates, right? So, but anyways, it was something that I looked into, and I was like, "Damn, Johnny's right." So there I am. So I am admitting. And listen, flat earthers, you can learn something. You
can learn a thing or two.
It's okay. You just look the camera in the face. You say, "I was wrong," and I actually was. I was wrong. Like it's just, it's not complicated. It's really not. How's everybody doing out there? Before we keep going, we hear you, Brainy. What's a Vmix? Script Cat, I completely support that sentence.
Yep.
I hear 2 peoples. So we got Script Cat, Irish Dublin Girl. How you doing? Aniceto Maldonado, Curbo Ties. You know, I read that name 1,000 times before I realized how similar your name was to Mr. Maldonado. That is.
See,
Tiger King.
Aniceto has a different point of view. So he has used pressboard for the decking only if it's done on the cheap, which that might be where the disconnect is, because we never did anything on the cheap. All the houses we built were like,
well, you can't build it with build the roof trusses manually and have it on the cheap is the idea, because labor's expensive.
Right.
It's not a cheap thing. It is a cheap thing because houses are built cheaply nowadays. But unfortunately, if you're the asshole that builds the house unlike everybody else, you're just not going to make any money, because nobody's going to want to buy your house because the roof costs $10,000 more than the house beside it, and it's identical to the person viewing it. When you try to sell it to the person, when you say, oh yeah, these houses are literally fucking identical, but this one costs $20,000 more because they use nails, kind of thing. And then, and this one, they use press plates, and the person goes in and they open the cupboards and the fridge works and everything, and they go, seems like a cheaper house. And then so they buy that house. And so it is unfortunately, we live in this world where if you're not, you don't want to cheap out, but you do have to maintain a certain technological or, standard
you have to figure out
as
how
other
to
people.
be able. Yeah. So if you want to do, if you, like I said, we had to do everything nails. Everything was done nails. Especially any kind of decking, everything, framing, decking, everything was done nails.
You're doing.
Well, yeah.
Well, with us too, it's nails, unless you're, except for the things like the roof. The roof is really the only thing that come like that, like with the press plates on it and stuff. Because usually you'd have a day where it'd be like, hey guys, the roof's showing up on Thursday, kind of thing, and the whole week would be around getting ready for the roof to show up, and then the flatbed shows up with all the trusses on it, and then they lift it up on the roof, and see, this isn't even in the right spot.
I'm a frog now.
Yeah, but you're hold on, wait. Go up! Up quick before it goes away! I didn't test the size before we started, so there we are. Little things. Hey, it's working though. Hey, you see the little spinny down there, and everything? I made that on my editor. I didn't know how to make things with Alpha Channel, and now I do. I didn't know that you had to export it with the Alpha Channel to make it see-through and jiffy. So that you can actually put use it exactly. See, it's because I'm gonna tell you.
Pay grade.
Well, people go can you? And I respect the question, because I know they don't understand. It's oh, could you show me how to? You gotta show me how to edit one day. And it's oh fuck, dude.
You got one day.
I have
just one.
I have 100 and something videos on my channel. Well, maybe take the live streams out. Maybe I have 80 videos or something. I don't even know. But the thing is, when you add that up, there's thousands of hours, or 1,000 anyways, of fucking around in the editor and learning to do this and learn. There's so many things, as you know, Johnny. You forget how to do things, and you have to go and reteach your ass how to do something you made. Oh, I made a cool glitch effect, and then 3 months later, you're like, how the fuck do I make that again?
Do that?
Yeah. How did I? You're back in the same tutorial.
Yeah, I've got a bookmarked list of all of my film post stuff as a private, just a private list of my YouTube of all the shit that I've looked at, so I can go back and reference it. But yeah, that shit, man.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Hence the reason I've been. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, just people that. And can you show me how to do it in a day? No, I can't.
Well, you got to show me how to edit or something. You're like, but, and I always give them the same. I try to I understand the question and I get what you're, but it's editing. I can show you how to drag and drop, and then after that, you're on your own. You just gotta open up. You gotta get a program you feel fluid enough to use. They all look terrifying the first time you turn them on. There is buttons and there's symbols that you don't know what the fuck any of them even mean, and you're you're watching videos and you're like, how the fuck does the guy do that? And then I can't tell you some of the special effects I've done, I'm self-taught, other than the tutorials, YouTube University we all get, but the special effects I've done, I'm self-taught. I'm taking layers and layering them in front of other layers, and then cutting out a layer and putting it between the layers, and then overlapping another layer behind it to cover up the, you know, like it's just, and all of that was like, I spent hours fucking around with scenes that 20-second scenes. Spent 3, 4, 5 hours mucking around with 20-second scenes trying to figure out how to make that work. And don't get me wrong, it get easier and easier and easier. Now, something that would take me 3 or 4 hours to fuck around and figure out, I can do in 20 or 30 minutes now.
And that's the
once
thing,
I have the footage, right?
Right. Going back to talking about, like, you look at all the videos, on my channel, the ones that happen at the very beginning. And the fucked up thing is, I have a minor in journalism, which included radio and television courses. So I actually went to school for this shit, and I had to learn this program, Premiere. It was Premiere
Pro
CC
or whatever.
at the time. No, it wasn't Pro. Pro was I think 2 years after, but it was the professional version of Premiere. But I had to learn this shit, that and Final Cut. I couldn't tell you how to use Final Cut right now. I mean, I could sit down and probably figure it out, but no, yeah, we always did. I always did Premiere, but even taking those courses and then translating it just didn't work. There's a lot of stuff I forgot because I hadn't used it in a while. But sitting down and you look at the earlier stuff, that simple fucking just sitting down, talk to a camera video, going back and look at the little things that edits here and there. That shit like took me fucking. I used to take like 3-4 hours on a video.
I still take at least that because I got special effects in mind. So, you know, unfortunately, that's where I've had to. Well, when I'm really busy, I just haven't had the time for special effects at all. That's and like in general, the last couple months, I haven't had time for anything.
See,
even my little boy's been like,
have...
like, one of these days we need to build a Lego together, Dad. Laying in bed, it's like I'm aware.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I would like to be able to do more, you know, special effects and whatnot. I just because of my schedule, I try to crank out 2 videos a week. Yeah, I just don't have time. I don't have time to do all that stuff. So it is what it is, but.
Somebody's somebody was laughing at what you plot hole or pothole. Pothole. No, I'm the one that the pothole here.
Wait, what happened?
This is potpourri, YouTube.
Potpourri, yeah.
Potpourri. It
potpourri
smells nice, okay?
It is a skunk flavored, no, skunk scented, not flavored. Forgot to put my hat on.
I mean, I've never eaten a skunk. I imagine it doesn't taste great, but may or may not be.
No.
I may or may not be too ripped for that conundrum, yo. Hermitize. Nice.
Mallory, boop. That's for you.
I gotta go to my Teespring and actually like ask for some of the money that like because I did sell a few shirts. I just was like, it's like 8 months ago. Money's just been sitting in their account. They're happy. Don't worry. Teespring's okay with it.
Yeah, they're fine. I've got
they're
like
thrilled.
60, 70 bucks in there.
I haven't made much. I think I might have $40 or something. It's not about that anyways. I would like, here's the thing. I don't expect people to be buying my merch when I'm doing a horrible job at presenting myself as a YouTuber. Like I've got this really nice setup now. I got a really good camera now. And like, I've got like other cameras that I'm working on. Johnny saw the view. I'm working on slightly different angles where like if I'm gaming, there's a camera up here now.
He can't show you that angle right now because he's not.
I don't have any pants on. Hey, it's hot in here. Fuck, I'm mining Ethereum. I'm wearing clothing. Thank you. Calm down, Mallory. I've got shorts on. It's
banana
covered.
hammock.
Banana hammock. It's like boxers. Nobody's hammocking bananas here.
Yeah, well, okay, fine.
We got Jinzu in the audience. Cygnus. There was a super. Or a member for 10 months announcement, like Deb, member for 10 months of the Woodcutters. Jump. I didn't mean to be late. Hi, all. Oh, no, I didn't mean to be late. Just sorry. It's like fucking midnight on. Yeah. Hey, this is the first time I've ran Vmix. Look, we even have like this is really cool. Watch us. Like, what? Whoa.
Wow, look at you,
kind of sexy,
all pro.
Yeah, and it's ready for guests and everything. And then look like we got a watch window in case we want to watch some shit. Here, hold on. Let me get something in I don't know, crypto. Here you go. Hey everyone, welcome back to the cryptosphere. Here you go. Here you go. Back to the cryptoverse. There you go. Thanks for jumping back into the cryptoverse, everybody. I don't think you can hear him. Wait, can you? Oh, there is a bit of an issue there. I've got to figure out how to get your ass off of... Oh, wait, you're not coming in there. Say something to me, Johnny. Did I lose you? Oh, I can't hear you when I switch off of you? Oh, that's horse shit. Really? Hold on, Johnny. Coming back. So I can't hear you when I switch away from you. That's
really?
so fucked up.
When you go to the,
yeah.
that is fucked up.
You could hear everything on my screen, though, like me. And
I could hear you, yeah. I couldn't hear the guy talking, though.
No. I don't think anybody could. But here, say something now. I want to see where you're coming into my feed.
1452.
Oh, yeah, so you'd be fine there. I wonder how. That's so weird. That's interesting. I don't know how to, that's something to play with. I guess now I've learned something I got to play with later. Because there's got to be a way to make it so that when we're in the watch window, you guys are all part of it.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could just add you in the background, but have you tiny and, oh, but there's only so many windows left. Well, that's something I'm going to have to fuck around with later, I guess.
Yep.
Because there's some sort of like, yeah, it's weird. It's like I could pull you in like this.
Hey, really quick while you're doing this, Cygnus, did you get your stuff? Let me know. Let me know if you got your stuff.
Yeah, let me see if this worked.
I forgot to change the name, so I sent Cygnus all his stuff under the name Creaky Blinder because that was the last person I sent stuff to before.
It did work to add you to that, but I've used too many layers in this screen, so I'm gonna have to condense some layers into each other, like nest some layers, because if I tried to have 3 guests, I wouldn't have enough layers to add you guys to it, which is a little fucking annoying. Oh, you know what? Oh, nope. I can add all of you guys to a layer and then add that layer to this layer. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Anyways, we'll fix that later, but right for now it works. So I just want to test if this works.
Talking
here.
about
Now you can hear
building out a base. If you guys like the content, make sure you subscribe.
Was everybody out there able to hear that for a second? Just let me know in the chat, please. We're partly testing today. And then look what we got. Like, watch this cube zoom. It's magic. Oh yeah, I can't hear you here either. Say something. Yeah, it is. I gotta fix that fucking horse shit. Okay. There you are. We'll get. See, technical difficulty. I told you it'd be audio. I said that to Johnny before we started, right? You can confirm.
Yeah.
I said if we're gonna have a problem tonight, it's gonna be audio.
It's gonna be audio. It's always audio.
It's always audio.
I started my stream last night, and I got through like all the hellos and whatnot, and there was like, "Hey Johnny, you're muted." It's like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, it's always fun, eh? Man, I'm telling you, anybody like streaming's tiring because you're doing a lot more than people think you are. Like I got 4 monitors and every one has something on it. Like,
right? It's it's different whenever you're the one who you. It's one thing. Like Joe Rogan doesn't have to worry about anything, right? Joe Rogan just
he just sits there and talks. Somebody else does everything.
Yeah, he's got 2 or 3 people doing all the other bullshit. One person running the board. It doesn't matter, right? Now we are the ones doing all the shit. We do everything because we can't afford Joe Rogan stuff.
I just realized I'm in the wrong chat. See, this is the chat I don't want to use. See, because this is the chat that you guys see. So if I fucking stick this chat somewhere, it doesn't move properly. So hold on. Let me get the right chat. I have a different chat for me, everybody. It's right up here. There we go. That way, when I touch this chat and when you at me, see there. See there it is. Did you check out Ginger John Deere mower? I have. Did you see the video he just came out with? It's so fucking funny. Here.
Is that the one you sent me? You sent it to me, didn't you?
The fucking chicken. Oh my god, so. It's so good. It's so funny. Here, let me get it.
Mallory says now both of you have no sound. I think she's messing with us.
Yeah, she's messing with us. It's coming through. Mallory, refresh. No, I didn't send it to you then. I sent it to... Fuck, I thought I sent it to you.
I thought you did too. You sent me something.
I put it on my Discord. Anyways, so here. Yeah. It's the chicken. Here, I'm gonna open this up.
It's the chicken.
Okay, here we go. Here, you guys will be part of this. You're gonna be part of this party, okay? Watch window. Oh my god, watch this. It's so cool. Here, we're gonna go merge. Ooh, neat, eh? Say something so I know you're here.
I'm here.
We're testing, okay? So like I said, okay, ready? Yeah. Everybody ready?
Let's just do this. What is this?
Let's
fucking
do
shit?
this.
What are
This
you
is-
showing
this-
me? What the fuck is this on the screen right
Just
now?
shut up and watch.
Island boy, and I've been trying to make. I'm a redneck boy, and I'm from the country. I got a lot of chickens, and they all love me. I'm a redneck boy, yeah, I'm a redneck.
Oh my god.
What the fuck was
That's
that?
so good. That's so fucking good. Let me just.
I feel like we're
that's so
missing some
good.
context. Like, what
No,
was
the
that with
context.
the first
The
two
context
idiots?
was. What do you mean missing context? It's crazy. Are you? Julian L has
giant-
become a member. Julian L was already a member. Oh no, did he re-sign up for a member? Or he upgrade his? Either way, Julian L, I love you, buddy. I haven't played games with you in a while, and
Beavers.
honestly, I just finished my big ass project, and I would love to get together with some people and play some fucking video games in the next week, okay? Or whenever you're
Video
done working.
games.
No, honestly, I haven't. I've been so busy. I haven't had time for anything. But today, even today, I was doing work. But I had paperwork all around me. I sent some receipts to people that were expecting them. I pulled permits that I needed to be pulling. I sent off. I got mail I got to send off to get paid. I got other things I got to get signed. But I was tackling that all today because I'm on a tear to catch up now. But yeah, no. What was the question here? Somebody said something before that. Oh, the context. What fucking context? The context is at the beginning.
Island boy,
That's what I'm
and I've been
saying.
trying to-
What's the story with these two idiots? What the
do
fuck
you
is
ne-
going
do you-
on here?
Do you need to know much more than just looking at them? I mean, no offense to anybody who.
Probably not.
I don't care about just okay. Let's put this out here. Don't care about tattoos and stuff. I think they're fine. Johnny's got tattoos. Love them. It's not about that. It's about the entire scene. I mean, it's like one of those things alone would not be criticizable, but when you combine the hair, the fact that they're clearly living a first world problem kind of life, and
Yeah.
then the old like island boy, I don't know, hey. Like it's just it was perfect for me. Like it's just context.
to me. I'm a redneck boy.
Look at the
and
fucking
I'm
chicken.
From the country. I got a lot of chickens, and they all love me. I'm a redneck boy. Love me.
That fucking chicken.
That chicken's looking at this fucking camera like, what the fuck? God.
I said to my wife, I said, think about how many laughs are coming out of him when they were sitting there making that crown for that chicken before putting it on him. He's sitting there twisting up the pipe cleaners, making this shitty crown up for the chicken. And look at
Yeah.
look at his beer bottle fucking taped together hat. No, he had a video
Natural
just to-
light too.
His video just fucking today here was his fucking toy hauler. You like it?
Hello, Marco. Y'all check out one of a kind.
And like he's like when he's loading it, like it's so funny. Watch here, watch. Fucking- he-
Pick this bad boy off. See, you just gotta work the brake.
Smooth.
See it? Smooth. Right there.
That's so fucking.
I'm a toy hauler. Oh my god, it's so good. I think he's great. Oh my god, let's look at the comments here.
Definitely has a lot of time in his hands. That's for sure.
Fake. Hey, Jim Lotus, those comments get removed, bud.
Uh-oh. What comments get removed?
He said fake COVID. Because I don't know. Because we were totally talking about it. Hey,
Yeah.
Jim. Oh, Jim. Oh, is he the one I went and harassed? Hold on, let me go look at his image. This might be the one I went and harassed on his channel. Let me find where I am here. Oh yeah, poor guy. He said he's the one. He said I got a screenshot of it. He said when people were like, "Oh yeah, Flat Earth Fokker died," he was in there with all capitals because he's a capital typer. Which yeah, look at that, all capitals, fake COVID. He typed in capitals.
Because that makes it more true when you put it in all
Yes,
capitals.
yes. When you type in capitals,
Yeah.
facts are more vivid.
Yeah.
And they have more power because the things you say matter more when you type with capitals. But anyways, he
Right.
put in there, and this is why he's here. Jim, I just want to let you know that you're adding to my analytics. So I appreciate you being here. No, it was because he said, what got me is all I said to him, Jim, all I said to you is get help. Which I mean, I guess that could be taken as a, he said in the comments, he said, no one believed this. I was talking to Mac 2 days ago. He's alive. They're lying to you. And then in one of the things he said, somebody said his wife found him in the bathroom, passed. And he said, don't believe it. I won't believe that he's dead until I hear it from Mac himself.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. That's how that works.
I was like, I put,
Fucking
dude,
idiots,
you
man.
just said that you won't believe Mac is dead until he tells you himself. I'm like, I just put ... I'm like, get help.
Well, but see,
Like, it's
the funny thing about that is that's the type of person you're dealing with when dealing with a flat earther. There's there's nothing you can do to convince them of facts, of reality. Nothing.
No, I know. Because Mac is apparently all these flat earthers, they've all got the resources to just like vanish. And even then, okay, so let's say Jim's tooth count is higher than his IQ. I'm sorry, Jim. Well, the only thing I want to add to that is okay, Jim, let's pretend the government took him. So let's say it's a big conspiracy, the government took him, right? They left a body behind that happened to look exactly like Mac Parhar, and the government took him, okay? So that's fine. Let's say the government took him. He's probably dead then. I mean, do they just hold these people? What do they do? Get them digging ditches
Forever.
somewhere? No,
Right.
Yeah, forever? No, they're going to just get rid of him if that's what's happened. So even if it was a big conspiracy, he's dead. That's all there'd be to it, because you don't just, it's like Khashoggi. Oh no, Khashoggi just ran off. Oh yeah, sure he did. That's why there's a guy wearing his clothes leaving the fucking embassy.
Right.
You see the images of that? The guy just walks out there just Khashoggi's away, and he's wearing different shoes and shit.
This'll fool them. Let me change my shoes.
Well, a whole fleet of vehicles leaves the back of the embassy to run off to the forest.
Right.
The thing that they didn't, what it was is Saudi Arabia was, fair enough. Saudi Arabia was unaware that Turkey had listening devices inside their embassy. Because that's what got them. That's what got them. Because they said, Turkey said, you guys killed him, and Saudi Arabia was like, no, we didn't. And Turkey's like, that's really interesting because we have the audio of you killing him. And they're like, and then immediately, apparently that day, the second that it was that, because Turkey kept how they knew close to their chest for a week, and then finally, when Saudi Arabia, they said, you admit to what you did or else. And Saudi Arabia said, no, we never had Khashoggi. And then they released the audio. They released the audio to the other governments, and they released just enough that people could tell that they weren't fucking around. They had audio from inside the second they announced that, all of a sudden it was like the embassy was closed and there was a whole team of people from Saudi Arabia going in to sweep the building. Because they were like, holy shit, they've got listening devices in there, and they had and fair enough, that's espionage, but that's why Turkey didn't say anything for the first week. They're like, how the fuck do we,
every other country didn't do espionage.
Yeah, they're like, how do we, but I think they knew the cat was out of the bag. They're like, because there's no way for us to call them out and not let them know that we've been listening. So at some point they were just like, cat's out of the bag, we know you did it. And they never found his body. And he's been allowed to, and then the thing is, okay, so you want to talk about conspiracies. Here's the real conspiracies, okay? So my government, under the Harpers, which is a conservative, that's like our Republicans, if you will, they signed an agreement with Saudi Arabia that said that it was like a $2 billion agreement that we would sell them these MLAVs. Those are those 8-wheel troop transports. They're kind of like an armored transport. Really good at flipping when they get hit by IEDs. They're really not the safest thing, but they're available and we build them.
Kind of sounds like our ours.
The MLAVs are tall, because they're a troop carrier that the back folds down kind of thing. They're like a troop armored carrier. They're fully.
No.
They're like a little tank, right?
Right. No, you were talking about how.
The deal. Yeah, so we
How
have this
shitty-
deal where we sell them.
No,
Go
no,
ahead,
no, no,
sorry.
no, no. You were talking about how shitty they were when they get hit with the IED, and I was like, oh yeah,
Oh, yeah,
kinda
yeah.
like our fucking
Well, because
Hummers.
they're top heavy, these
That,
things
you know,
they just fucking throw them right off the road.
Well,
Is
no,
what
yeah,
happens.
but you heard the issue with the Humvee, right? That
I don't know the
talk
issue
to
with the
actual
Humvee.
Fucking combat veterans fucking hate that thing because it's,
Well, we're
yeah, it's
not a country that has Humvees like America because we don't make them. We make MLabs,
Well,
so we have a
shouldn't-
fucking
we
billion of
shouldn't.
those.
Yeah, we should make Humvees either, but people were talking about how shitty they were because
But we make MLabs, so it's every country's got them, right? Got their
they
own
would, yeah,
things.
they've got their fucking bullshit. But anyway, I just thought it was funny because yeah, Hummers they blow up.
But what's the
and-
problem? You didn't really tell me the problem. You said they were shitty.
Yeah, they're shitty. They have no armor underneath.
I don't think a lot of them have armor underneath because it's hard to armor underneath. Because as soon as you armor
Yeah,
underneath,
but-
you've cased in all the mechanics, right?
Right, but there was a bunch of other.
See, the people that die in the
Awesome
MLabs,
bullshit.
they don't die. There is armor underneath. They don't die from the explosion. They die or get injured from the drama of being sent off the road. Because they're barreling along. Because they're barreling along at
Yeah.
like 80 clicks. They hit an IED and it literally just fucking tosses the thing like just because they're tall. Like think they've got all the wheels alongside and they're like a tall and they've got a guy on the top on a gun and like they're
Right.
an armored carrier with like weaponized armored carrier, but they're
Right.
heavy and they're top heavy, and so when they hit them with an IED, they try to they because of course they learn too, right? So they try to line it up so it's on the side of it. So when it hits it, it actually creates a flipping motion and throws it off the road. And they're doing 80, 90 kilometers or, like 50 miles an hour and they fucking get just thrown off a road. So, and let's face it, in the back of those things, they're often probably not seat belted because they're arming
Right.
and loading. And so then all of a sudden they're just fucking thrown and it causes a lot of damage a lot of times. But, so other than that, they're decent. But anyway, so back to the initial. So we signed a deal with them. Nothing like an aluminum body. We signed a deal with them where we'd sell them these things. Of course, there's this war in Yemen, and then there's this Khashoggi thing, right? So then everybody's like, why aren't we canceling our deal with them to sell them military weapons? And now I don't believe that Trudeau necessarily would cancel it because he's a little bit more economically cutthroat than people were giving him credit for, I think, when he was being elected. Because a lot of the things that people think he would just bow down and do, he doesn't do. But
Right.
he even if they wanted to cancel this deal, okay, have you ever heard of anything like this? Apparently there's never been a deal signed with another nation by Canada that had these kinds of terms in it, ever. The Harper regime, if you will, put a cancel clause into this agreement with Saudi Arabia that would have us paying them twice the value of the entire contract if we cancel it. Like $4 billion cancellation fee when the contract's worth $2 billion.
What?
That makes no fucking sense at all. So what they did is the previous government, knowing that they were probably going to lose an election, they signed this deal in a way that the next government, if it wasn't them,
Couldn't
had
cancel.
no ability to ever cancel it because at that point you're going to take this huge you're essentially giving them twice as much money so they can just take the money, turn to the nation beside them and just hand it to them so they can buy the same weapons from them. So at that point, I'm a supporter of we might as well make that $2 billion off the initial contract and then say fuck you later. So, but
Right.
because why would I want to just give them money and not sell them a product? They're going to get it from somebody. And if we give them an extra $2 billion, they just won the fucking lottery and they get to go buy more weapons with it. So it's
Yeah.
not like we're helping Yemen by canceling this contract. If anything, we're just hurting ourselves. But man, he is a salty
anything, they're
boy,
hurting
the
Yemen.
leader. Well, they're hurting Yemen, but
Well,
the
no, what I'm saying is, if anything, because you're turning around and just giving Yemen's sworn enemy fucking $4 billion.
well, an extra
check
two
to
anyways.
go buy whatever. Yeah, to go buy whatever the fuck they need in the first place. So it's still
Exactly.
getting it, so
Here's
there
some
you
more
go.
money, and they've got so much money. Let's face it, that $4 billion's a drop for them, really. So
Well, they can drop $4 billion in my pocket anytime they want. You tell your Canadian
wow, that's the
government
kind
to
of money
give
they're
Johnny
dealing
$4
with.
billion.
Saudi Arabia and stuff. I mean, that's why they invested in AMD and stuff like that, because they knew oil eventually was going to be the big bad boy, and they're diversifying. That's why they're trying to build big resorts and make themselves into a tourist attraction on Earth, like because they know that one day oil is going to be out. Here's something else about Saudi Arabia a lot of people don't realize. One of the neat things, neat/horrible. So, like, you want to talk oil quantity on Earth. A lot of people don't know this. Okay, so the way it works with oil, okay, is with OPEC nations especially, okay? So, you know, we're not part of OPEC, you're not part of OPEC, but there's OPEC, right? That's mostly Middle
Right.
East. Okay, so OPEC is an organizational group that controls the price per barrel and how much they pump, and they have quotas to make sure each member isn't
Right.
pumping too much. And anyways, so there was cases where the OPEC nations, what happened is, okay, so you got countries like Venezuela, where they pumped so much oil. Now, I think they're pumping oil again at a pretty good rate because of fracking and shit. But before that, they had pumped their oil out so quickly that they left themselves with nothing. And there was like pictures of fields of like dead pump derricks just sitting there rusting away because the oil stopped and that was it. There was nothing left for them. Now they are exporting oil again, I believe. But anyways, when this happened, OPEC saw that and they went, oh shit. So if we just let a small nation pump at will, they will literally pump themselves dry and it'll devastate their economy. So what they did is they imposed quotas. So what they did is they basically said, like, okay, so you have X many barrels of oil reserves in your nation. So here's your quota. You have X many, here's your quota. And it was a percentage of your reserve is your annual quota. Okay. So now here's the thing about Saudi Arabia. Nobody actually knows how much oil they actually have in the ground. Now they still have a fair amount, but it's estimated they have a far less amount than they say they do. And the reason is, and the reason is that what happened is when this change happened, Saudi Arabia specifically, their quota, you know, they were pumping this much and it dropped them. So then they went, okay, hold on. They went out and they found another, like, it was like another 50 billion barrels of oil. They went out and found another 50 billion barrels of oil that they never had before, the reserves. And they said, oh, don't worry, we found more oil. So our reserves are actually here. So now we can pump this much oil per year. And here's the kicker. So every year they have been pumping generally the same amount of oil. But every single year, their reserves do not go down. And when they're asked why that is, their answer is, it's very simple. We pump oil, and then we have our people go out and find more oil. And then we add that to our reserves. And then when we pump more oil the next year, we have them go out and they just find more reserves. And now we add that, and then we can pump more oil. And the reality is, nobody has a fucking clue how much oil they actually have in the ground there because they play that bullshit game. So some people speculate they have not much left even. Because otherwise, why would they be spending so much of the last 20, 30 years trying to convert their country into a tourist mecca and like buying companies and diversifying around the globe? Because they're afraid that when the oil runs out, because they're the only ones that really know how much they have. And maybe they have lots, but maybe they have almost none. And when they run out, the game will be up. And you got to remember, the Sikh in charge, he only has a lifespan, a human lifespan, just like you and me. He don't give a fuck what happens 50 years after he's dead. It's not going to matter to him. He's flying in his brand new A380 that's 2 decks of hot tubs and bitches.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
Right?
My
You've seen
goodness.
that, eh? The Saudi Arabians are buying all those old A380s and turning them to double-decker fucking pimp pads. They can fly around the globe to go get sandwiches in San Francisco and shit. It's crazy how much money they're fucking tossing
Shitting on their
around.
golden toilets.
Yeah, and they have kids. They have like
Fucking
13-year-old kids that are like sons of Sikhs that are fucking flying around Earth on their fucking brand new Lear jets because daddy's giving them a brand new jet for their 13th birthday. Like, it's absolutely fucking insane how much money they're spending over there.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem like, let's face it, the world does not have infinite supplies of everything. You can't just keep finding more. It doesn't work like that. So,
No, there's a finite amount. Yeah, once they're done, you're done.
So Saudi Arabia is an interesting country. But again, I don't know. Maybe they have tons of oil. I mean, they might. They do have large reserves. They don't think they're out, but they think that they possibly have far less than they're saying they do. Saudis are who financed the Lucid Motors startup, an electric car company. Didn't Lucid Motors? Oh no, that was Fisker got taken out by Tesla. Tesla, eh? They sued Fisker to the dirt. They just like shut him down. Tried to make an electric car and they just pushed him right into the ground.
Yep.
They couldn't. The only company they can't do it to, they're able to do it to small startups, but they can't do it to General Motors and Ford and all them. That's
old. That's 100-year-old money.
Well, he's technically, his car company's worth more. but stock value and actual like money flow are two different
Right.
things. Cash flow wise, those companies are massive compared to him.
Yeah.
But
right.
value, the thing is, they're valuing Tesla like a blue chip company. Like it's valued more like a blue chip stock than an actual like car company stock. Like it's seen as a tech company, which is why it gets the valuation it gets.
Well, because they do more than just make cars.
Yeah, they definitely. He's a bit of a grifter. I like Elon, but honestly, I see the grift more and more the more I watch him, and Thunderfoot's not wrong. Like he's wrong about some things. You and I talked about that. He's wrong anecdotally in certain small points, but overall his arching point about Elon is fairly correct. That Elon says a lot of shit and really only produces about 5% of the shit he talks about.
Well, yeah, but we want to hear, we want to hear about, oh, we're going to create a colony on Mars, and oh, we're going to have a fucking space hotel and shit that's going to have partial gravity. We want to hear those things. That's what we want to hear as a people. You know what I mean?
He's not the one doing the space hotel. That was like Bigelow Industries and a few others. But
no, I'm not necessarily saying. I just mean we want to hear those types.
We
of
like
things,
the dream.
You know what I mean? We like to dream of that stuff because when we were kids watching the shows that our parents watched, Star Trek and Star Wars and 321 Contact and all that shit, all these different things talking about space and whatnot. Man, that's the last. I don't know about the last, but it's one of the most accessible, undiscovered countries for us.
Very, very expert. The subsidies did keep them going, but in a lot of places, the subsidies are actually down significantly versus other cars. Actually, even stuff like even in Ontario, they actually literally did not further the subsidies for Teslas because our premier said, well, not my premier, but the premier there said. He's not going to be given subsidies for rich people buying $100,000 cars. Like, as in they can pay the other $5,000 out of their own fucking pocket, which is kind of fair enough a little bit. I mean, you're talking about cars that are worth more than people spend on cars, and they're getting subsidies.
Yeah. I wish we had fucking somebody with balls around. Like, when we bent, or Texas specifically, Dallas or Arlington bent their fucking backsides to Jerry Jones to build that stupid fucking stadium. Talking about billionaires needing to borrow money to build a stadium. It's like, dude,
Sebastian, you gotta. Do you understand where he comes from and the program he comes from? What are we? I don't know what we're talking about. You got to put more context into that, Sebastian. Are we talking about Elon? Oh, Elon bust. But what program? That's some fucking conspiracy talk. It's like Earth supremacy, alien lizard people program.
That's what it sounds like. I'm so fucking tired.
Well, I don't know if Sebastian Hole is a. I don't know who's. I recognize the name. I feel like that's a normal viewer.
Maybe.
Flat Derp. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Flat Derp.
What's up, Flat Derp?
Man, the Flat Derp. Oh, you know what? Let's Flat. He won't mind. Flat Derp. Go fucking subscribe to Flat Derp if you haven't. This is absolutely ridiculous. Oh, he did John, or he did Jake the asshole. I haven't looked at that yet. This is the one that I watched the other day. It's fucking awesome. Did you see him? Did you see the Dan Pratt fucking nighttime bedtime tale fucking one? Oh my god.
I think so, but no,
here. If you haven't seen it, listen, Flat Derp. We're gonna show this, and people go subscribe to Flat Derp.
Okay, first of all, I'm a welfare bum, okay? I just sit on my ass, don't do nothing. Don't homeschool my kids so I don't have to rely on the corrupt, criminal, murderous, thieving government to do it for me. Because I'm a lazy welfare bum. I do every home project around my house needs to be done. Other than touch that door trim, which I will never do because it triggers the hell.
But I want to say right now, I showed that part to my wife, and she was like, "That." I was like, "That's a pro level point of the video right there. That's where he's 100%. He nailed it right there. I will never touch this fucking door trim." You remember what he says? If you haven't seen this, Johnny, listen to the next thing he fucking says.
Trolls to come to my channel, so I could rebuild this entire house to a mansion, and I wouldn't touch that endorphin just for that.
That's amazing. That's perfect. Dan is actually pro level troll. I think personally, I'm starting to think he's just a troll. I think he knows damn well what he's doing now. Because now when he releases videos, you see how there's a lot less anger in his videos. Like he's almost like, I ain't fucking touching that goddamn trim. Like,
Yeah,
starting to figure it out. I
funny.
think. Yeah, he's starting to figure it out. But this is amazing what Flat Derp did with this. Oh wait, Flat Derp, what are you doing to me? Fuck. The copyright music, I had to get it off.
Despicable, disgusting, degenerate people on this earth, and they're smart enough not to work for and enrich them more.
Why is it Saudi Arabia can end their drought by making it rain? Why can't California do the same? Oh, because then you can't sell your climate change. Screaming monkey throwing his poo all over the zoo.
And blibbity blabbity blabbity boo. What exactly do you expect those people to do?
Listen to what he says here. Listen.
1, 2, Fauci's coming for you.
That's amazing. Fuck. That's so good. Oh, it's so good.
Good old
1,
Flat
2, Fauci's coming for you. Oh my god. Was it Godden's Raver? Yes, I do remember when he went through the baseball at the Tesla truck. Do you guys remember? Did you see that one?
To what?
Do you remember when he smashed the window out? Okay, so he brought the truck. If you haven't, Johnny, this is amazing. If you haven't seen it, he brought the truck out. Sure. Yeah. He brought the fucking truck out.
Oh, we're talking about Musk. Okay, I thought we were talking about Pratt. No, oh yeah, I did see this. He's like, oh look, it's indestructible. He throws a fucking brick at it and shatters it.
Maybe that was a little too hard. Well, he does it again. They smash the next window.
Yeah, he does twice.
Oh yeah, you can't see it. Sorry, here. Fucking my bad.
A little too hard. Oh my God. Well, maybe that was a little too hard.
Maybe you're full of shit. Like fuck. Yeah. Oh God, it's so sad.
Okay.
Here.
So that's a plus side. Let's try the right. Try that one, really? Okay. Sure.
He didn't even throw it hard that time, and it still just fucked the window right up. Look at the look on Elon's face, like, ah, shit. Like,
yeah, well, so much for
it didn't go through. Fuck, sorry.
That fucking thing is hideous, man.
That car? I'm not a big fan.
Yeah.
I don't know. Steel ball. Yeah, it was a steel ball. I mean, it seems like a... you might as well have a sledgehammer, like Peck is saying.
I mean, right?
It's just so sad. Like, he was like, these windows are unsmashable. Here, try it out, young lad. Fuck.
Yeah.
Smash! Oh.
You're the first person ready to fucking party? Whoa! Listen.
Yeah, right.
Oh my God.
Oh my fucking God, he says. Oh man, I will say one thing about Elon. He, as much as he can be fun to criticize, and I don't know, I do think he's a how do I say this? I do think he's a revolutionary thinker, but at the same time, I do think a lot of the things that he thinks about as original ideas are absolutely rehashed ideas, but he now has the technology and the money to make them happen. That's the difference. I mean, you know, but that said, I mean, you talk about a man with a vision. There was one point, there's an interview with Elon where he talks about, and he says like,
dollar signs is his vision.
Well, and honestly, I do think he wants to leave his mark on history, because let's face it, all we have is our one time. I mean, it depends on if you're religious, and that's fine. I'll leave people to have their beliefs. But if you're not a believer, you have your one time on earth, and you get to leave your print or not. And either you'll be forgotten or you won't be. And most of us will be forgotten. Some of us won't be. I think that he wants to be one of those people that's not forgotten as well. Otherwise, you know, because there's been some of the decisions he's made.
But he's already done that with PayPal.
Yes and no. Most people didn't know who invented PayPal. The only reason they do now is because he's Elon Musk. Because who's the other guy that invented
PayPal, or did he?
him
just take
and his
credit
friend?
for it?
No, he has 50% ownership. He made $360 million from selling PayPal. His half
Yeah,
of
but
PayPal.
just because he has ownership doesn't mean he actually invented it. I think what happened was he was a marketing. Listen, he was the marketing presence behind it, and his buddy was the one who actually coded everything.
Possibly, but it was a team effort.
Sure,
So,
no, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying
fair
that.
enough.
I'm not saying that he, he's just some, fucking guy who's like, oh,
I'm sure he learned to code at the same time, though. And let's face it, you could be a great coder and not know how to sell shit, and you'll never go anywhere.
Yeah.
Whereas so that sounds like a relationship that came together and became something beautiful that made them both rich, frankly. Because let's face it, Elon Musk is good at grifting. And when you're trying to sell your new, form of payment system around the globe, being able to walk into a room and have people like you and say things that make their ears warm and fuzzy and feel good, that's what salesmanship is. And so don't get me wrong, if that was his role, then so be it.
I'm not downplaying it. That's an important part, because you can have a great idea and a great product, but if you don't know how to sell it, nobody's going to fucking buy it.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So, no, I know you're not downplaying it, but then after that, there was a case. So then he took his money, and he could have, let's face it, he could have taken his $360 million. I mean, that's enough to sit back and just make interest and live like a king for the rest of your life. Inflation wouldn't even touch you with that much money.
Yeah.
It wouldn't even come close to you. So
we're going to come back to this here in a second.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Now I wanted you to finish your thought.
All I was going to say is that's kind of where I was going with it. Is like, so there was a point where he could have just vanished and just lived the life, sat back, sipped on Mai Tais and cruised around the world on his little tiny yacht,
right.
And he wouldn't have, you're not going to be the richest man in the world, but $360 million ain't nothing to scoff at. And if you invest that just even at like base interest rate, you're making more money than the average person makes a year. Just off of your little bit of interest. And that's without having it in high speed trading with an actual like trading firm that would take your money and take it on. So he's the kind of person where if he just gave his money to a private bank, they would double it in the next decade anyways. So so where I'm going with this is then he goes out. Oh, go ahead, please.
No. Finish your thought.
So all I was going to say is then he went out and he started Tesla, an electric car company, because I think he saw an opportunity, but at the same time, there's a little bit of two factors came. I think that there was the vision of having green, the footprint is, that's a different subject, but having a green, let's say that somebody has to make the push and make the change. So I do think there was a little bit of that, but then there was an opportunity in a market that was being underserved. And then when it comes to the space launch thing, I personally think the space launch thing is, it was money driven, but I actually think that he wants to be the person who puts us on Mars. I think that wants, he wants that to be his big claim to fame. I think is that he's the person who put boots on Mars, because that will be something you'll be held on to forever now. You'll be part of history.
Right. They'll talk about him like we talk about Christopher Columbus.
Yeah. So hold your thought, because I'm going to finish on this. So the last thing was there was a position point where Tesla wasn't doing so hot because it was in the early days. SpaceX wasn't doing so hot because they had launched like 2 rockets that blew up. They hadn't got the full orbit yet and stuff. And he was down, get this, he was down to $60 million of his $360 million, only $60 million. But he said that there was a point where both companies were in financial trouble. And he said, I had a decision to make. Either I give all of my money to one company and the other would surely have fallen at that point. He said, or I split the money between both the companies, and it might not have been enough money to keep both companies afloat. And he just chose to split his 60 million and literally go like that with it. He had nothing left, just the value of the companies. And the next launch went to orbit, and NASA signed them for the next stage of the commercial crew program. And then, or the commercial launch program or whatever they had. And then Tesla started actually producing a bit of a profit and started some flow. And luckily everything kind of worked out and he's now the richest man in the fucking earth. But there was a position there in the last decade even or so that he was basically like, if it didn't work out, he was going to be broke. Right. And he said there was a point where a guy on the street asked him for money. And he was like, I have less money than you do in your cup right now. Like, you know, like he had nothing left. He was just the suit on his back.
I mean,
but of course,
that's
I know, because again, the value of the companies themselves is still there.
Right.
But when you go chapter 11, you don't get what you want out of it. I mean, he would have went from a value of 360 million to, you know, he'd be lucky if he pulled 50 or 60 million out of those two things.
Yeah. Well, so okay, that's what I was. My point was kind of it's something a little bit on a different tangent, talking about
By all means.
how much money we actually need and whatnot. And my father and I did like rough math, and with $4 million, you can set yourself up to never have to work. Take care of just the way you structure your money, the way you put your money in, whatever. $4 million. That's all you need. You could do with. You could really technically. I mean, you could do it with just about anything over $1 million. You can make it work. But $4 million is where you can make it work, be comfortable. You're not going to be living a lavish lifestyle, but you're never going to have to worry about paying for your house because that's going to be taken care of.
8%, 4 million. If you do 8% at a private bank, which you'll get 8% at a private bank with high-speed trading, they'll do 5 to 8. So if you did 8%, I mean, you're on $1 million, you're making 80,000 bucks a year just off of, or no, on $1 million. So on 4 million,
Right.
you're making like fucking 320
Exactly. But
$1,000 a year just off of interest. Or
right. But the thing is, it wasn't putting a full 4 million in, right? So it was taking so a certain amount of money for like buying your house and just owning it outright.
Well, yeah, you pay out things, you pay yourself off, and then you stuff a bit in the bank to play with and actually buy things and live, and the rest would all go.
Well, what it is you could take $1 million. That's what it was. We take $1 million, we put it into interest-bearing account. We're going to get 8%, right? So $80,000 a year, basically. That'll be your salary that you pay yourself just on the interest. But and you take the other money and you put like whatever your property taxes are, right? You don't have property taxes, do you? Do you have property taxes? You pay the man.
Yeah, we do. Sorry, go ahead. I was just reading.
No, that's what I'm saying. So you break up everything into individual accounts that take care of everything, and those have interest on them as well. And you find that threshold where the interest is more, where you have more coming in via interest than going out for the whatever it is you're paying for, and you'll never have to worry about any of that stuff. It's what they talk about, people who win, mega millions or fucking stupid lotto and end up dead broke because they're just fucking stupid with their money.
Oh yeah, those people. Hey, apparently Heat Shield here says that the windows were tested backstage before the launch. Those actual windows were tested with the same ball. The stage manager left the windows down a little, decreasing their strength. So it caused the window to bow when the ball hit it versus bounce, probably, because, of course, it wasn't latched at the top. So because the top bead wasn't in, the window probably did this and buckled, and then that's why it
buckled, yeah. That's what shattered, yeah.
So if it was on all 4 points, I mean, that's still good for them to know. Your windows are useless if you've got some airflow coming in. They're bulletproof if they're up. they're fucking armored if they're up.
Team Skeptics.
Are you disparaging the only African-American tech CEO? That's racist. Who's an African-American tech? Oh, are we talking about Elon and blackface or something? What's going on here? Who's a African-American tech CEO that we were talking about? Don't know. Maybe I say a lot of things. Okay, so Gordon's Raver is saying, I think she's asking us to see if we want to talk about, like, will we be geoengineering Mars to be sustainable and habitable? I doubt it ever, to be honest with you, because the problem with Mars is that's all just sci-fi. The problem with Mars has, like, I know the idea that there's methane, they could land things that would burn the methane and thicken the atmosphere. The problem is that it's losing atmosphere at a rate where you would literally just be like, it'd be like putting water from a hose into a pool that has a fucking hole in the side of it. Like,
so as I understand it, Mars is within the Goldilocks zone, but not all the time, right?
But it has nothing to do with that. Mars has no magnetic field. So because Mars doesn't have a molten core and a geoactive center, it has no electromagnetic field to protect it from solar wind. And so what happens is the solar wind is hitting the planet constantly and ripping the atmosphere off of it. So it's kind of like doing this with it. it's basically like blowing the atmosphere
Basically
off it
just
as
a
it hits
white
around
piece
it.
of paper.
Pretty much. It's pretty bright. But yeah, it's like
That's
it's just going around it, and it's hitting it, and it's blasting the ions. It's actually like, because it's the electromagnetism from the solar flares is actually hitting the ions of the atmosphere and actually blowing them right off the planet. So like, you can't see it, but if you could actually see the atmosphere is being ripped off of Mars. They're losing something like, oh Jesus, here it's like, how much here, I'm gonna type it. How much atmosphere is Mars losing per day? It's so much. How much atmosphere does Mars lose? The atmosphere of Mars is much thinner than Earth. The average surface pressure is only 610 pascals, so 0.088 psi, almost nothing, which is less than 1% of Earth's value. It says, where is it here? How much atmosphere has Mars lost? A key tracer. I had this answer before. Loses the Mars percent day loss. There, I'll just click on the article and go into it then here. Let's see, it says... Here's a little video, actually. Here, I'll bring this up. It's a YouTube video. Here, 1 second. Here. There, right here. Look at this is what's happening. Mars has no electromagnetic field to protect it, so the ions from the sun are just smashing it. So as it moves, you know, there's the atmosphere essentially. Look at. So it's just blowing the atmosphere right off the planet. I wonder if this is fucking copyright music. I'll risk it.
Probably,
but it's just music anyway. So if you look there, that's essentially what it's causing. It's causing a constant stream of particles to be flying away from the planet as the solar winds rip over the planet like that. See, now we have a shield around us that protects us, that stops that from happening. See, and this is their actual MAVEN detection.
right?
So that's what they've used to map that and detect that like that. Neat, eh? They're actually showing you what they used to detect that. But yeah, so this is the MAVEN.
No, that's pretty cool. That's really cool.
But yeah, so what's happening? But like Earth has that nice, you know, you've seen an image of Earth. Earth has that field around it that protects us, that stops that wind from smashing right into us like this. Because we end up with like you know, you've seen it, right? You've seen the fishtail that goes around Earth with the ions,
Yeah.
right?
I have seen it. Well, I mean, I've seen representations of it.
No, you've seen the real thing with your own eyes. That's what the flat earthers want you to say. Thank you.
That's true. Yeah, real thing with my own eyes. When I went to space last week.
There, like this. There. This is essentially what's happening to us. Is we have a field around us, and so it's smashing into the field first. And the reason you get aurora borealis is if you get a really, really, really strong smash from like a lot of solar flare, it'll actually buckle right through these layers, and actually a lot of that radiation kind of sweeps around to the poles because as it wraps around us, when you get hit with a solar flare and it wraps around the planet like that, a lot of that energy gets, I don't know how exactly that part works, but I mean, it gets transferred to the poles, and then you get the aurora borealis and the, what's the southern one called?
The Southern Lights.
Yeah, it's Aurora something, Elias or something. Somebody out there knows. What's the name of the Southern Lights, guys? The Aurora Bora blah 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 blah. Petageta 2678. Thanks for being here. I actually don't recognize that name, so I appreciate you coming by. We got Mars lacks a substantial electromagnetic sphere, so you can't have a stable atmosphere in Mars. Maybe underground caves with huge pressurized halls and nuclear power plants. Yeah, well, that's exactly where it's going to go, Godden's Raper. It'll be. They've already found caves actually. Look at Mars cave. They think they're lava tubes. Here, right here. Right here. Here, watch. Oh wait, these are the ones on the moon actually. Sorry, the moon has lava tubes too. Look at. These are moon lava tubes. They found something that looks just like the Mare Tranquillatus or whatever. They found one that looks just like that on Mars, where it's clearly a hole into a lava tube cave. So they said that there's a chance that like these lava tube caves actually stand the best spot for us to start bases, because you could just go to these caves and basically just like lower stuff into them and cap them off and shore up the walls and, you know, cover the walls with stuff to seal them, and bada bing bada boom, you have a base. But yeah, this is what, but Mars has them too, I'm sure of it. There you go. Apparently there's probe footage. See, like there's under cave. That's just a little spot though, but I think it found bigger spots.
Yeah.
That's just somebody getting excited about a little hole in the ground.
Buddy, hey,
That is a hand.
All right, I gotta get out of here. It's late.
Do you? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me get us back on screen here.
I gotta go do
right.
things.
Well, I appreciate you coming by and testing Vmix with me. I'll probably hang out with you
Yeah,
guys for a few
absolutely.
more minutes, and then we'll get out. I'll get out of here. But Johnny, please, if anybody hasn't seen Johnny, you probably have, because he's bigger than me now, asshole. That's okay.
By 50 subs.
You keep saying that, but it's growing. So, yeah, I'm just reading the comments here. Australia. So yeah, Johnny, somebody put his channel in the chat, please. I know somebody's got the link to it. If you haven't seen Johnny for some reason, then go check out the Plot Hole, an amazing channel that is going to be a large channel. And I'm going to hold on to his ankles as hard as possible and just let him tow me along.
Yeah. You know what? The toe line is always out for you, Brainy.
I appreciate it. No, I'm working on content. I've just like I said, I finally caught up, so I'll be getting content out soon here because I'm eager to do it.
That's a
but
good
in the
problem
meanwhile,
to have, though.
Well, I've been busy, right? I sent you a couple examples of my last week of billing. Like, I've been busy.
Yeah.
But listen, I don't want to talk over your outro. So, Johnny, do you have anything specifically other than fighting copyright claims that you've been working on?
I took care of the copyright claims. Now it's just the limited ads bullshit. But fuck it. I'm putting out the video tomorrow, 3:00 Central. So yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, go check that out tomorrow, guys. And yeah, the yellow thing, it sucks. The video will be suppressed a bit, but you know what? You're on fire. Just give her. I don't think it's gonna matter.
Yeah. Need the content out, so that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be fun.
All right. Well, hey,
documentary. By the way, documentary is almost finished. I've got a couple things to do with music, and then the voiceover. Now that the voice is back, voiceover is going to go on tomorrow, and then we'll finish up the music and put some more graphics in. I think we'll be done. So yeah, lots of fun.
Okay. Well, you know what? I really appreciate you coming by, Johnny. And I'm just going to turn that off so I don't get sound bleed over. Yeah, I really appreciate you coming by. I sent Johnny a message at like 11 something, said, hey, do you want to come test Vmix with me? He said, let's do it. And he's a trooper, and I really appreciate you helping. A couple little things I need to get the audio sorted out. I didn't realize it was going to stop playing you when I left the window with the phone call. I guess that makes sense, because if you got people in a phone call and you left them in a different room, then they can't talk over your stream.
Right.
But it's obviously not conducive for how we run our shows. So I'll have to figure that out. But yeah, Johnny, I really appreciate you coming by. Give a big wave to the audience. Everybody go check out Johnny, and we'll see you later, bud.
Cheers,
Give a
everybody.
big smile. I think it shows you when you leave. It shows whatever you're doing. Yeah, see? I did it. See, I told you. I knew it'd do that. Yeah, that's why you got to leave it like that, and then you get this sweet Johnny show. Here, now we can put some music back on. Now that asshole's gone. What the fuck is this? Sure. So, how's everybody doing? Get back to just host only. Merge. It's pretty cool, actually. You got different effects. Like, look at it. It's like cube zoom. It's kind of fun. Anyways, I'm playing with Vmix. Probably what I'll be using streaming going forward. Definitely works a lot better once you get used to it. Can't drop any N-bombs, though. There's no delay. So, you know, all the racist rhetoric that you haven't been hearing in the past, it's all gone. Gotta clean the act up, you know? Nice pause. Oh, yeah, it's a sweet pause. Check it out. Oh yeah, Johnny. Johnny did good. Johnny knows what he's doing. He's a pro. This guy's a professional, okay? Merge. All right, so anything we all want to talk about for a few more minutes before I get going? Did you see my comment about how Elon Musk is an African American? I did see it. I read it. I didn't understand it, but I see what you mean. He's not African American. His dad was a white apartheid person or something. He's from Africa, but he's from South Africa, I think, which is pretty white. All your N-bombs belong to us. They belong to Unirock. Oh my god. Oh jeez. Hey Elizabeth, how you doing? I'm not gonna be on much longer. I'm tired, but hey, I wanted to. I had to come say hi to everybody. It's late. This is not the stream I intend to be my main stream for the week, but I also haven't I've streamed what, once in like fucking 5 weeks, so I owe you guys. Yeah, I got to work on content. I've actually, for the first time ever, not surrounded in paperwork because I did paperwork today and got a little bit more caught up, and we're gonna kick it. How was your project? It hurts. I got sweet bad tennis elbow now. You can actually see the bubble. Like, it doesn't do. Oh, I fucking muted myself. I touched the mic. I don't even know how long that happened. I was saying that I got tennis elbow right here. I don't know how much you heard, but it's like clicking when I go like that. It hurts a lot. It's really, it was to the point where I was having troubles lifting drink cups. I was like, you know, because I couldn't even lift my own cups. So that happens. Let's see, we got Team still hanging out there. He's lurking around. Where is he? Do you use hand crimpers on that spiral pipe? I did. I don't have anything different. There's a couple spots where I just sleeved it, like with another ring, just sleeved a piece of tin around it and then screwed it on and duct sealed it. What was the project about? It was a gigantic project. I think I got a picture around here somewhere. Well, I have it on my channel. Here. Ooh, this is a good song. I always like this one. Let me find it. So it's just been, that's only part of it, obviously, but that's the ductwork I've been working on. It's a 5-ton cooling, so 60,000 BTUs of cooling. It's a little soap factory, so it's nothing fancy, but I think the picture gets bigger. Yeah, it's a bigger picture there. So yeah, I did all that myself. Every single, that's 18-inch. These, well, not here, it isn't in the middle, but you can't see my cursor. On the left side, it's 18 inches on the bottom, and the top one is 16. And then they get smaller as they go along, but it's a big ass pipe, 10 feet long, 18 inches around. And yeah, all of that done myself, all alone up a ladder. So it's been my last month or so. Because on the other side of that, there's like those different pipes go into different rooms, and they all have vents and intakes, you know, registers on the wall. And then to the left of where the camera is where there's a mechanical room up through one of the windows that all punches into, and then there's an HRV and fresh air conditioning, the works. So it's like a $16,000, $17,000 after taxes. The job, I probably should have charged more, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, that's the project I've been working on. I'll give you a big ass pipe, Craven. I told you there's a price attached to it, but we could talk. Okay, just DM me. Anybody who says they don't have a price, fucking liars. Everybody's got a price. There's a price out there somewhere. HIV? The HIV? When somebody called, it was like HIV. Somebody said that the other day. What was it? Oh, What stream was it? It was on Team Stream, wasn't it? That's right. It was like a HIVist or something like that. HIVist. I don't know. Sending me to random Amazon links. I trust you, though. I'm pulling it off of there because I don't know if it was going to grab and I can't. Oh, that is... Thank you, actually, because I have the... Oh, yeah, that's actually good. Because... Here. Yeah, because I have... That would have been great. You're right. I'll have to get one of those. I was actually thinking the whole time, I'm like, there's going to be a fucking power tool for this, right? But I didn't know where to find one. I have this one. I have that. I have that exact tool. It's fantastic. But no, I was using these, basically. But that's okay. It wasn't the. It's just all of it. It wasn't the 18-inch pipe so much as it was just all of it, Mark. Because I'm one guy, and that was like a 3-man job, and I was lifting everything myself and doing it all myself. So there's a lot of like. And then like pushing it up the ladder, and then like you get up to the top of the ladder and you got to grab it and aim the whole pipe and wrestle it and get the one side into the hammock you made for it, and then crank the other side up to the wall, and then strap the strap that you already half hooked to the wall and start zipping it in. So it took a couple hours per piece, basically. I'm a one-man show. What do you do? But yes, actually, Malco, you know what? I got this. I'm actually going to set this right over here right now and miniaturize that window so I have it after the stream's done, because I'm very much going to look at buying one of those now. Thank you. I'll give you a big-ass pipe. I used to work on a rave club, so if anyone gives you shit for liking terrible music, just send them my way. There you go, Heat Shield. You know what? It's free. It's fun. It mixes genres. I'm not big into rock and roll. I definitely think country is Western blues. Somebody out there is about to throw a knife at the fucking monitor for that. That explains that they hate it when you call fucking country Western blues. It's like it offends their being. People who like country, of course. That's whose they is. That explains the tennis elbow. I can't relate. I'll give you a gigantic project. You get the booster yet? We're not doing boosters in Canada yet. So you got to remember, we're like 80-something, 87% vaccinated. So they're really a minority at this point anyways. But we were having troubles getting enough vaccinations initially, so we haven't approved boosters yet. We want to make sure everybody has enough. I haven't reset the points. NA, you're right. I was waiting for the Vmix to be done, and it's taken me over a month. So I will be resetting those points. How was your project? He was born in South Africa and now American, thus African-American. Oh, that's actually true. You're right. It's fair enough. He's actually part Canadian, just so you know. I think his mom was Canadian or something. Yeah. Mae Musk is a Canadian South African model and dietitian. So she's half Canadian, half South African. I wonder if she was born in Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada, and then moved to Africa, I guess. There's a nephew that looks somewhat like Elon. Yeah, so no, he's part Canadian too, because his mom is actually a born Canadian. I don't really lay blame to him in any way though, like we do with some people. I'll give you a couple hours per piece. They don't rent out duck lifts there? Oh, Mark, this job was not priced for a duck lift, dude. I barely made money on this job. I did it that way because they've booked me for thousands of dollars of other work. I'm going to go do a job. It's only going to take me a day or two. I'll probably make good money on that one for them. So that's going to be next week. And then I got another job after that. Parts just came in for. And then I got another job coming in. Part Canadian. Actually, she was born in Canada. So how is that part Canadian? She's actually Canadian. She moved to South Africa. So yeah. was born on April 19th, 1948 in Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada, a twin and one of 5 children. Her family moved to Pretoria, South Africa in 1950. So she moved there when she was 2, but she was born Canadian. Chiropractor and amateur archaeologist, blah, 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 blah. I mean, she's probably doing okay since her son is one of the richest people in the world, or the richest. It moves around. Her modeling career continued in Canada and the United States. She was appeared on boxes of Special K, Revlon ads, and Beyonce video. She appeared nude on the cover of Time magazine for a health issue, and also nude on the cover of New York magazine in 2011 with a fake pregnant belly. She was one on the cover of Elle Canada in 2012 and starred in advertisement campaigns for Target and Virgin America. In September 2017, she became CoverGirl's oldest spokesmodel at age 69. Blah, 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 blah. She was on Saturday Night Live. Yeah, that sounds Canadian to me. Is 12-bar blues based, so it checks out. Almost all modern Western music is 12-bar blues based, so it all checks out. Oh, yeah. Western music is all my puppy dog, like, oh, my puppy dog got killed and my Chevy won't start. And my baby ran away while I was at war. Something like that. It's basically the it's like the dog's buried by the old willow tree and my Chevy broke down. Oh. Wait, what's that one where it's like, what's that one where it's like, take your hat and leave my sweater. Leave my hat and take your sweater, because we got nothing left to weather. Like it's, I can't remember the name of that song. My buddy had a coworker I had, he was having troubles with his wife, and they were split for a little while, and he was just laying on the couch listening to that song. I'm like, fuck you, loser. Get up. Like, leave your hat and take your sweater. Hey, leave my hat and take your sweater, because we got nothing left to weather. I can't remember what that is. Where it's fucking, now I gotta find it. Somebody knows that song, don't they? Keith Urban. Somebody out there knew it already, right? You guys got that, right? Fuck. Somebody knew. Somebody knew. Hold on. Let's get some Keith Urban going on here. Hold on. I'll risk it for you guys, just so you know, okay? Oop, that was an echo. Oh, I was like, where the fuck is it? All right. I woke up. We're going to do this in 4-second chunks, okay, everybody?
Early this morning around 4 a.m.
Okay, we'll just get to where he's all sad because he's like, leave the sweater, baby. Oh yeah, here we go.
Nothing left to say. But that's okay. There's nothing left to say. But
here we go. You guys ready?
Take your records, take your freedom, take your memories.
I don't need them. We're doing it in short bursts. I'm gonna see if I can get away with this.
Don't need them. Take your space and take your reasons, but you'll think of me.
But you'll think of me. I swear to God, the hat and the sweater's coming next. Google those lyrics. I did. It came up very quickly. Keith Urban. Oh yeah, he's great. I mean, honestly, I'm okay with the music. I just don't like how sad the lyrics are. I'm like, fuck. Like, go on to listen to a song. Pay attention and see how much of the music is actually people talking about relationships. Like I'd say 90% of the music is either lost somebody, want somebody, trying to get somebody, miss somebody, you know, like it's all that. And then you take country and you add country to it and it's just so fucking sad. Like, it's just like, oh God, like it's like depression music.
Take your cat and leave my sweater, 'cause we have nothing left to weather. In fact,
oh man, the scene is even better for it. Here. Yeah, see, this is what I was talking about. Fucking sadness. Watch. Watch this bullshit. Fuck.
Take your cat and leave my sweater, 'cause we have nothing
Left to weather. Oh, look at that. He's sweet with her on the couch. Oh, it's so nice, isn't it? Oh, he sees her in the mirror? Is this what he's hallucinating now?
It seems the only blessing I have.
Oh, fuck. Just get over it.
Take your memories.
I don't need them.
need them. Take your cat and leave.
All right, we've already got a claim. I'm sure the emails fucking come through by now. There's no way. There's no way that didn't get claimed. In fact, let's go check my emails. Let's fucking go check my emails. Here, I'm gonna go check my email. You guys can find out with me here. You watch. You fucking watch. It's already been claimed. I bet. So far, not. So far, not. We'll see. It's probably still like, it's figuring out what's in the video still. It'll come down in an hour or something. But you guys get the point. I don't think I need to play more of that. We can put on our horrible music again. Let's see what the chat's saying. Oh, Lord Illuminous. Wait, did that come up yet? It works. Yeah, it's so good. Carlton. Everybody loves the Carlton dance, don't they? Come on. Thank you very much to our Vanilla Overlord, 2 American Ducats from Lord Illuminous Boo. Really, honestly, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Tonight wasn't about getting chats, super chats and shit. It was just about trying to be here, show you all that I haven't forgotten you exist. I still look sexy, and I plan to release content right away now that I'm able to actually sit down and do some. It's so nice. I like Friday. It was the first day I've had off, like Saturdays even. Like Sunday is arguably the only day I've had off probably every day of the week for the last ever, because most people aren't getting work done on Sundays because I live in a very religious area too. So they just assume you're not working Sunday. But even on Saturdays, I've been going to people's houses and getting signatures for contracts and, you know, getting signed when they're done. And I've been doing, like, even working here on Saturday, go finish that on a Saturday, go put a thermostat in on a Saturday. And it's because I had this other project that was really absorbing all of my time. And it was a little behind schedule to begin with, so I was really putting everything I had into it. Yeah, Elizabeth, it's good to see you guys, too. Ooh, I never see that one! Keith Newton just subscribed. I feel like Keith Newton was already a subscriber at some point, but maybe I'm wrong. Unsub me. Oh, yeah, see? That's what I thought, Keith. What the hell? YouTube unsub me, he says. What's your next YouTube clip? Oh, God. I have a few that I've held on to that I want to do. I really want to do the woman who was, like, not letting people shop in her aisle. You can get back 6 feet. 6 feet. 6 feet. And then another, so like, she won't let you through. It's like 6 feet. 6 feet. You guys are going to give me disease and kill me. 6 feet. And then, like, she's like, where's your mask? That don't matter where my mask is. 6 feet. 6 feet. And I'm telling you right now, there's 2 of them. I had to box that bitch in and just ate hot dogs and just laughed at her. Like, she is so lucky. That would have become my whole fucking afternoon when she did that. I swear to God, I would have just been like, if you go around the other side, we can just block her in. And then when she tries to leave, you just fucking cut her off. Go, no, 6 feet. You can fucking leave when I'm ready. I'm shopping here. When I'm done, you can fucking come by. And then I would just take all the time in the world and just sit there and just... I just pick it up, turn the label. If you're getting that initial little like cloud spike at the beginning when it first comes in, I don't know how to solve that right now. I'll figure that out later. But Luminous Poo, don't care, doing it anyways. If your tushy crack was horizontal instead of vertical, I don't care doing it anyways. If your tushy crack was horizontal instead of vertical, going down a slide would sound like flip, 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 flip. I mean, that's why you lube it up good, you know? You want to make sure that ass is smooth. Heat Shield also, is the wife still doing your brother or best friend behind your back, or is it full reset to her being faithful? Well, okay, that's a conversation I don't know if I need to be broadcasting. Fuck, sorry. Heat Shield, if this is a true conversation, I'm sorry to hear about your issues. Wow. Fuck. Well, let's just leave it there, fuck. Fuck. Oh, Jesus. I don't know what I read there. Sounds like a very, very intimate conversation. I'm gonna stay the hell out of. Everybody's got their own relationship problems. I don't need to broadcast them. Oh man. Yeah, I can't even undo things like that now. I got no delay. Vmix doesn't have a delay in it. There's no way to do that. How many of you guys are there in here? I haven't been paying any attention. What's the numbers like here? I don't even know. There's 26 people in here? You guys are crazy. It's like fucking 1 in the morning. Some of you guys are in Australia, I get that. Lord Illuminous Poo, thank you very much for the $5 again, by the way. Appreciate it. We're all good out here. Heat Shield, I'd be interested to hear that conversation in a DM setting. That's it sounds like quite an adventure if that's a real account of what's going down. No, you're crazy. Oh, you're crazy. Fuck, I have a cut on my elbow that's so infected. Oh yeah, that's buzz. Good stuff. I hate that fucking word. Just for the record, you will see me not use punctuation or grammar abbreviations. What's the fucking word I'm looking for? It's a comma. No, it isn't. It's an asterisk. Oh man, it was conversational about what happened if you play country music backwards. Oh, I see. That's funny. And it would clap as you went upstairs. That's funny. Someone explain it to him. I like that one. Jinzu's got it. Y-O-R-E. I think that we should push for this. I'm going to be a proponent of that spelling. I don't know if you guys saw, but there's like a... Who fucking left this for me? Somebody left me this in the... Was it in Patrons? Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, I think I can do this. Oh, yes. Okay, here we go. It's gonna be fun. Oh, God, look at this. I want to play this on stream with you guys one of these nights. What do you think? I don't know if there's going to be copyright music, but we won't... Well, I've had music in my ear. Did I have it in your ear at all, or did I just shut it off now? I think I just shut it off. You get to be a stream girl. Start from nothing. Oh, that doesn't work like that. Earn money from your subs. Yeah. Yeah, you get a dank little hot tub to start in, and then eventually when you up your... Too much sound. We got... Thank you again, Lord Luminous Poo, with another $5. As AI and self-driving cars advance, eventually there will be a country song where the truck leaves to. That is true, eh? Fucking truck's out of here. It's like, where'd my truck go? It's like, you were mean to your truck last night. What do you think was going to happen? There you go. Got to hit those sweet dance moves. You guys think I could be a good hot tub streamer? I think this is my game, okay? This is my chance. Look at breast. Okay. Okay, we have to talk about this. This is like, I have to. Fuck. Okay, so don't tell me that wasn't a programming choice to have those breasts bounce like that as he changes outfits. Fuck, really? Customize the size of your boobies. Oh my god! That's what he's doing. It's 100%. Breast size. Whoa! Oh. No, maximum only. That's no other setting. Oh, look at that, guys. Look at stepping up in the world, you know? Look at counting up her funds from her stream, guys. Why am I watching Twitch, Mark Swaby says? That's exactly. They even made everything purple. Hot Tub Simulator. There, if you've ever wanted to be a stream girl, guys, now is... Oh, yeah, look at that. There's your chance. Changing bikini number 1. What the fuck is going on here? This is just... Really? Really? They made sure there's a nice ass crack in there, too. You can see it. Oh, this poor girl. She got no subs. Look at that. That's how she started. She's just trying to make it happen in the world of Twitch. And why did you do this to me just now? What have you done to me, Twitch or Steam? I'm trying to show everybody her humble beginnings, okay? Look at, she's just a lonely stream girl. Money, 31 bucks. Subs, 5. What a pitiful existence. Subs, 83. There we go. Now we're talking. She's live. Oh, yeah, subs, 2,026. Now we're talking. Remember, on Twitch, a sub is a paying subscriber. This bitch has been showing tits for a while. That's why... Sorry, YouTube. I apologize. It's bad language. It's so crazy. It's like, I wonder if they realize they're a joke yet because there's video games now for it. It's a little crazy. Let's see what we got in the comments here. Anti-gravity boobs. Somebody spent some time on those bounce physics. That's exactly my point. And why are we watching Twitch? Mark Swaby with the comment of the moment. Is this an e-girl training simulator? Exactly. Brainy's going to expand soon. Should we do this face in HD? No jiggle physics. Bet the water's cold too. Oh, I'm gonna tell you right now, if I was a woman, I'd rock that shit. I'd have the coldest water ever. Or at the very least, I'd have a separate set of water that when I lean forward to grab stuff, I dip them in by accident. Oops. Turkey's done. Is it free? No, of course not. Holy shit, it's only $2.29? Fucking add to fucking cart. All right, this is done. This is actually literally getting done in the background right now as we speak, okay? Just hold on a second. This is happening. For $2, we can't even talk about this. Hot Tub Simulator, $2.29. Didn't even change price in Canadian. Add to cart. Purchase for myself. Yes, that's my credit card info. And done. We are now the proud new owner of Hot Tub Simulator, everybody. I'm going to print that because that was purely purchased for the channel. I'm going to print that receipt. All right, we're good. Hot Tub Simulator. Not tonight, though. Not tonight. We got to... Listen. I got to get in there. I got to figure out how the mechanics work a little bit. Either that or we do a virgin run, but this is going to be something fun. One of the things that I haven't done yet is I actually have this. And I still have not loaded it once because I don't want to until I'm with you guys. This is not a game, it's the truth.
Victorian age, humanity has given in to the illusion that there is a natural world which can be measured and understood.
Oh. Well, thank you very much, Skits Crasher. I appreciate the purchase. Thank you very much. I really do, honestly. I really do. That's very nice of you. Here, let's go back to what we were just watching, though, because this stuff's getting exciting. Explore. The Atmo plane? It can never be unseen.
It turns out, we have been asking the wrong questions all along.
Dun, dun, dun. Space programs. Fuck. It's crazy. Yeah, they're insane. What can you do? Can you get tax back on this? I mean, it's purchased for work. Yeah, I claim all of it, actually. Yeah, 100%. I wasn't joking. I printed that just now to my printer. Because, yeah, I do. I can claim it. It's a business. I have zero intention on playing that game for private time. Wink, wink. No, but because it's legit something I'm using for work, I can write it off. Absolutely. It's part of the business. So I will be claiming that 229. But I also have to claim that 229 or what I get out of it from Skits Crasher as well, because that's how a business works. So I don't get to claim the expense without claiming the income too. So I don't make a ton of money on YouTube, but I make a few $1,000s a year right now. I'm really happy with that, to be honest with you. I got my businesses doing okay right now, and it's here, get you some music. Yeah, it's business has been picking up this year, and so honestly, I'm happy with YouTube, with anything I get from YouTube. It all is wonderful. I didn't expect anything like that, so just all of it's. I do it for fun. Honestly, I love you guys. I think it's fun. When I'm not putting out content, I'm annoyed that I'm not putting out content. And the last couple months, you could ask my wife, and you'd find out that I've just been like, because I haven't been doing anything on the channel, and it's very annoying because I want to see my channel grow. I want to be a big channel, and I think I can be, but I need the time to put into it. So, you know how it goes. God, I want to play this. Look at this. Look at that epic shot. Oh yeah, this is the stuff. We're gonna play this. This is gonna be our next stream, I think. We gotta play this shit. I'll get it set up. I haven't got this set up in Vmix, so we'd be fucking around with Windows and shit, and I don't want to do that because that's bullshit. So yeah, there's all these buttons on here. Like I can cube it. I can like watch this vertical wipe. Stinger 1. Okay, I don't have stingers loaded, obviously. Cube, zoom, fly, rotate. Ooh. Let's see, we got cross zoom. Oh, that could be fun. I think that, that's cube zoom. Then there's cube again. Yeah. Merge. I like the merge. I like how it moves those like that. What do you think? It's kind of cool. Vmix is pretty badass, to be honest with you. I'm glad I'm using it now. The game is totally fake. No dome, and it has space. Right? Heat Shield, I submit all of my game purchases as business expenses now. Because I don't play games on my own at all, hardly. I haven't really been playing games in the last like half a year or plus, which is why, you know, my YouTube gaming channel has had nothing on it. Like even like, was it 3 months ago, Team's brother was asking if I, you know, still played Tarkov because he wanted a partner to play with. And I'm like, when I'm caught up, absolutely. And that was like months ago, probably like 2 months ago at least anyways. Heat Shield, by the way, never got you on Discord. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can, well, if you're both in my server, you can find each other on there. Nathan Oakley does not approve. Oh, Godden's Raber, have a good night, okay? Have to doze for a while. Too early now, still tired. Bye. Thank you for coming, Goddens. I really appreciate it. Hey, I'll be streaming at a more regular time coming up soon. I'm going to try to hit the early afternoon like I used to, so I can get a little bit of Europe in there, and I can get North America at a decent time. That's not 1:39 a.m. my time. Told my wife I'd be streaming. She was like, "You're crazy." I'm like, I had to test it. This I've been setting up for a while. One of the last things I'm going to let you know, this is a tech thing. One of the last things I was doing, I actually had this set up about a week or so ago, 2 weeks ago, but I was having some troubles with running all this. And the reason is that all of these effects you see that are moving, like everything, like all of these things down here that are moving, they're all files that are running. The background's a file that's running. Music I'm pulling off my hard drive to listen to, it's all files running. And even when I go to different windows, like if you go to a different window, I don't even know how to put it. Like anytime you have like, you know, like if I put this up, the vanilla, you know, like if I do this, like it's sitting there running. So these files all just kind of keep running in Vmix. So the computer has to pull all of these media files off the hard drive and run them like files. So I'm hiccuping, sorry. So what happened is my hard drive was actually maxing out and really bouncing off the top, and I was getting stuttering because it's right now I'm pulling 500 megabytes a second read-write speed to the hard drive. So I recently got a 980 Samsung 980 Pro. It's like $500. But that memory chip can do 7,000 megabytes a second. So now if I go to my process monitor, right now my disk drive is barely even spooled. Like, it's so crazy. It's like I'm using like 6% of the new hard drive at 500 megabytes a second or something. It's crazy. So that's all. This runs really smooth now. And when I record myself, because the other thing is if I wanted to record this, it has the options to record everything at the same time as I'm doing it. So I'd have like the whole show recorded and I don't have to worry about YouTube recording it and losing the quality. I can get it in really high quality. But in order to do that, you're now writing even more data to the hard drive that you were already pulling data off of. And if you don't have a fast enough hard drive, you just can't do it. So there was some upgrades that needed to be done to my computer to make it run this shit. And here we are. Can't believe you guys are even here. 22 people left, eh? Well, hey, listen, I kind of am getting tired. I definitely have to use the washroom, and I think that we can probably head out and let you people either go to sleep or get on with your day. But please keep your eyes peeled for fresh new content and a well-timed, like, time of day live stream in this next week, because that's what I'm aiming for. So I am going to get out of here right now. So if you have anything last to say, just throw it in the chat for me. Listen, thank you to the people thank you to everybody. I don't want to, again, I try not to point out super chatters. Thank you to everybody who showed up. Hit that like button if you haven't. Think about subscribing if for some reason you're not. And other than that, I really want to thank everybody who left a super chat and just showed up and said hi and spent some of your night with me, because I do miss you when I'm not around. And I spend a lot of my day thinking about things I can do for you guys. So I want to continue that. So good night, Skits Crasher. Go check Urban Dictionary on beaver honey. I think I did check it on beaver honey. I'll do it right now. I think you sent me that. I'm pretty sure I looked this up. That's Beaver Dam. I'm just gonna Beaver honey, a sticky light golden liquid produced in the honey glands of the Canadian beavers. By fermenting wood chips, it's basically animal resin. Really? What? Of honey glands? Fuck, what? That's fucked up. Who wrote this? September 6th, the one sin. fuck. Oh my God. So you wrote this. It's so crazy. I gave it a thumb up. There you go. Everybody, if you go to Urban Dictionary, you can thumb up his beaver honey. A sticky, light, golden liquid produced in the honey glands of the Canadian beaver by fermenting wood chips. It's basically animal resin. It's so funny. Ass juice. There you go. Oh, man. All right, that was fun, the one sin. It's funny. I see that. The one sin, September 16th, 2021. Good job, buddy. Good job. I want to come up with a merch item, something to do with vanilla. Got to think of something to do there. So, but these are ideas that are coming up. My wife and I still have every intention on doing the stream. The table's actually sitting right over here. Things just were really insane. My kid was sick, so he's been not like sick, like no problems. He just had a cold, like a bad cold. We don't really know if it was COVID because he refused. We could have made him, but he kind of refused to get the test because it was really painful last time he did it. And he cried and everything. So we didn't force him to, but we had to keep him in isolation for 10 days. So he's been home for a third of a month now, plus weekends. So it's like a half a month. So, so when you add that to it just, oh my God, we got to get things done. But yeah, so I have the headset for it. We've tested it. It all works. We're going to do that. It's going to be fun. And then FTFE said he's going to do something with his wife. Now, I just put in the chat, I'm like, okay, but when I actually do that with my wife, everybody knows I was saying this for a while. No, I didn't copy shit. Took them 1 month to list it. Oh, so they do review them all. Interesting. So that only listed like on fucking October 16th-ish? That's funny. My weekends are when I do most of my work, sports writer. So by this time, I'm always wound up, half drunk and baked. Nice. Well, anyways, okay, listen, I'm going to get off. Otherwise, I'll talk all day. But really, thank you guys for coming and chatting with me. Frank, good to see you, buddy. Frank Links, I see you there. Nice chatting, buddy. How's the kid? I hope everything's good for you. Don't be a stranger. Send me a message. Hit me on Discord or something, eh? Can you link your shitty music later on Discord? Well, yeah, actually, it's all from Epidemic Sound. Actually, I get it from Epidemic Sound. So, like, all of this music is, like, I pay for it through Epidemic Sound. I don't think you can get it without logging into Epidemic Sound. If you wanted copies of them, I can definitely get you some copies. Like, I have the files. You wouldn't be able to use them anywhere without getting flagged. When you pay for Epidemic Sound, what it does is it takes you give them your YouTube channel. So I put in a thing in my account, I put in my YouTube channel, and what it does is as long as I keep paying for Epidemic Sound, any music that comes off Epidemic Sound, the second I either live stream it or put it on a video, it's indemnified to that video in the sense of, like, I could even cancel my subscription later, and all of the videos and live streams I did while I was a subscribed member, they're all licensed. Now, if your channel, let's say your channel got deleted, and you had to re-upload all the videos. All the videos, when you re-upload them, would all get flagged if you had no account. So what you'd have to do is you'd have to, like, pay for Epidemic Sound for a month, upload all your videos back up to the new channel, and then you'd have to cancel your Epidemic Sound subscription after that so that you could have those videos on there. But you cannot upload something to YouTube without it getting claimed without having that channel in a paid account at that moment. So yeah, it's actually a nice system for people. That's why you find a lot of the big YouTubers, Mark Rober even, I've heard him using music that I know comes from Epidemic Sound because I have the song on my hard drive because it's a good song. And so I have heard the music in a lot of larger YouTubers productions. So it's a nice, because as long as you pay this monthly subscription, 15, 20 bucks a month, something like that, I don't have to worry about anything at all music-wise as long as I take it off that site. And then there's cases where like I'll do a skit for FTFE. Well, he has Epidemic Sound too. So the nice thing is I can use music from Epidemic Sound and then let him put it on his channel as a collab or whatever, and he won't get claimed either because his account also has Epidemic Sound, and the second he uploads my content on his content to his channel, he also has a license for the music, and it licenses it to his video right then and there too. So it's nice to have Epidemic Sound. A lot of creators, if you all have it, even Teams, apparently he's thinking of canceling it, but he said everybody uses it. So if he cancels it, he might have a harder time playing content on his channel because other people are using Epidemic Sound, right? So, anyways, yeah. Anyways, thanks for coming. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for being here and putting up with me and just staying a subscriber, even though I am not producing enough content. But that is going to be trying to change again. And I love you all, and have a good night. Oh, look, I got an outro button. It'll work. It'll work. Where is it? Where is it? No, I don't. I don't know what I'm doing. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Cut. Good night. Love you.